So once you've got your initial world set up, the next part isn't too difficult. What we need to do is get your main assets. In this case, it's a zombie hunter. We need to get him actually walking about and doing stuff. Okay. Let's do that. We need to firstly double click zombie hunter and get the code on the screen. Okay. Now again, it's not massively difficult, but you always be working in the act function. So the first thing I'm going to do is type an if statement. If you've been revising your algorithms as well, you should know that an if statement is selection, and obviously we want to select different pieces of code based on what keys we are actually pressing. So in this case, if, now when you're writing your if statements as well, you want to make sure you open and close your brackets and open and close your curly brackets, because it seems to be a lot of people get problems with deleting one of these, for example, and then the code not working, it doesn't go very well for them. Now we're going to type Greenfoot. Now what's good about Greenfoot is it has built-in IntelliSense. So if you type a full stop after something like Greenfoot and press Control Space, you get a list of all the different pieces of code that you can potentially use. Okay. So in this case, just get that back up again. What I want to look for is key down. So I've got on here, it says is key down, and it requires a string as a parameter. So I can just put in up like that. Now again, if you're thinking, oh, in the exam I cannot think how to get it to move, try Control Space and see what you find. Have a look down. We've got move there, and we just need to put a number in, so I'm just going to say move 10. And don't forget your semicolon. What you also want to do as well is add in rotation, so you need to actually change position and face the way you need to go. So what we can do is do Control Space again. We're looking for set rotation. So we've got set rotation, we need an integer parameter. So in this case, if you want to go right, it's 0, then down you add 90 degrees, so it's 90, add another 90 to go left, which is 180, so we need 270 and a semicolon. Now if I compile that and run, you see I've just moved up. I can't move down or left or right yet, but I can move up. So that's the first part done. Now you need to be saving a lot of time. You don't have very long in the exam, you've got 2 hours to get this whole thing done. That includes all the other questions as well, so ideally, if you think about the marks wise, you've got about half an hour. So don't make it hard for yourself, don't type everything out. Copy and paste that 4 times. Now don't worry about, oh well, you should be using an else if or an elif if you're using Python. You're right, I should, but at the same time, you're trying to get marks in this exam. They aren't looking at if your code uses if statements properly, it's looking if your game actually works. So we want up, right, down, and left. Now one thing as well I've noticed in lessons is that people are sticking semicolons there and then wondering why it doesn't work. If statements don't require semicolons, but all your other lines of code do. Okay, like these little curly brackets don't need them either. So if I'm going right, my rotation needs to be 0, if I'm going down it needs to be 90, and if I'm going left it needs to be 180. Give that a little compile, I can go and run it, and I can go up, down, left and right. Okay, so that's that sorted, all my directions are working. Okay, and that is how you do arrow key movement.